In ancient Japan, the story begins in a land known as Akko, a region ruled by its noble lord and respected by all who lived there. The forests were dense, the mountains were sharp, and the villages stood quietly under the authority of Lord Asano, a man known for both honor and compassion. One day, a group of samurai from Akko discovered a strange man wandering unconscious in the wilderness. His name was Kai, but no one knew where he came from or what kind of life he had lived before being found. His skin was unusually pale compared to the people of Akko, and whispers quickly began to spread among the villagers. Some feared he might be a demon or a cursed creature from forbidden lands. Others simply believed he did not belong among them. But Lord Asano, known for his fairness, declared that the man would stay under his protection. Even though the people were fearful and suspicious, his word was absolute, and thus Kai began living among the people of Akko. Over time, Lord Asano's daughter, Mika, grew fond of Kai. She was gentle, kind, and curious about the world beyond her home. Unlike others, she did not fear Kai. Instead, she saw in him a lost soul trying to survive. Their friendship grew quietly, hidden from the eyes of judgmental villagers. Kai, who looked different from everyone else and carried no family name or past, found comfort in Mika's presence. She treated him with respect and warmth when others looked at him with distrust. As the years passed, Kai became strong, skilled, and disciplined, but he always remained an outsider in the eyes of most people. Yet Lord Asano never forgot that this man had come to them alone and wounded, and he treated him with humanity that others struggled to understand. One day, a large hunting group from Akko entered the deep forest, where they encountered a monstrous creature unlike anything they had seen. It was a massive beast resembling a wild boar, but far larger, with 6 glowing eyes and a roar that terrified even seasoned warriors. The creature was powerful enough to flip horses into the air and knock armed fighters aside with ease. Among the hunters was Asano, a proud samurai. In a moment of desperation, he faced the creature, but it nearly killed him. Kai, witnessing the danger, acted quickly. Though others doubted him, he leapt into action and struck the creature with speed and precision. His blade pierced the monster, killing it and saving Asano's life. The villagers, watching in shock, saw that Kai had done what none of them could. But instead of gratitude, many stared in silent fear, because they began to believe again that this strange man possessed powers or strength not normal for humans. Asano, embarrassed and unwilling to admit he had been saved by the outsider he looked down upon, claimed the victory for himself. He said nothing about Kai's bravery, taking full credit in front of the others. That night, rumors spread faster than truth, and Kai once again became the target of suspicion. But in another distant land called Nagato, something even more mysterious was happening. A strange white fox-like creature with 2 different colored eyes approached Lord Kira, the cunning and ambitious rival lord. Before Kira's eyes, the creature transformed into a beautiful woman, a sorceress who served him using dark magic. She informed him that their earlier plan to eliminate Lord Asano had failed. The creature Kai had seen earlier was one of her illusions, a magical being designed to manipulate events in Akko. Meanwhile, back in Akko, Mika welcomed her father home from the hunt. She worried about him and asked if he had been injured, but he laughed gently and comforted her with fatherly warmth. The people gathered to celebrate the day's events, but beneath the surface, tensions grew as whispers filled the air. The shogun, the supreme leader of all lands, would soon visit, and everything had to be perfect. Kai, however, felt something was deeply wrong. He had seen the strange white creature in the forest, the same creature that had transformed in Nagato. He approached Oishi, the loyal leader of Akko's samurai, and explained what he had witnessed. Oishi listened, but he hesitated. Only those who understood magic could truly recognize it, and Oishi questioned how Kai could possibly know such things. Their conversation was overheard by Oishi's young son, who began to suspect something unusual about Kai. Soon the shogun arrived, and the atmosphere grew tense. A woman appeared whose eyes were exactly like the magical creature, one blue, one golden. Kai felt the hairs on his neck rise as he realized she was the sorceress who served Lord Kira. Though no one else recognized her, he saw the truth. The ceremony began, and Kira approached Lord Asano with fake politeness. Their forced smiles hid deep resentment. Mika stood nearby, sensing the tension but unable to intervene. Asano's warriors were preparing to display their strength in a competition between the two clans. Kira's fighters stunned the audience with their performance, showing incredible talent and discipline. People whispered, admiring the power of Kira's forces. Mika assured her father's guests that Ako's warriors would perform just as honorably, but behind her words was doubt. Asano, the very samurai who claimed to have killed the six-eyed beast, had been chosen to lead the performance, but he was nowhere to be seen. He had gone into the forest earlier, searching for the beast he lied about killing, and he had not returned. When the time came for Ako's warriors to perform, a single masked fighter stepped forward. But Asano had not arrived, and Kai knew no one else had Ian of training to take his place. With time running out, Kai attempted to save Ako's honor by stepping in as the masked performer. But when the shogun recognized his unusual fighting style, suspicion grew. When his mask fell, the shogun realized he was not a samurai but the outsider everyone distrusted. The shogun ordered him to be executed, but Mika threw herself in front of him, refusing to move. This act shocked everyone. Lord Asano immediately took responsibility, apologizing to the shogun and the guests, claiming all blame for the dishonor. But Kira, seeing an opportunity, whispered poison into the shogun's ear, manipulating events with the sorceress's help. That night, inside Kira's palace, the sorceress revealed that everything had gone according to plan. She created a magical spider-like creature and sent it crawling silently toward Asano's chambers. The creature was massive, with long sharp legs and venom dripping from its fangs. It climbed onto Asano while he slept and bit him with a powerful illusion spell that clouded his mind. Asano woke in a daze and hallucinated that Mika was being attacked by Kira. In a desperate attempt to protect his daughter, he attacked Kira with a blade. But everything he saw was a lie created by the sorceress. When guards arrived, they found Asano holding a weapon over their guest. Kira pretended to be wounded and terrified, and the illusion made it seem like Asano had attacked a defenseless man without provocation. For a samurai lord to attack a guest under his roof was a grave sin. The shogun declared that Asano must die for his crime, but permitted him to die with honor by taking his own life. Before his death, Asano told Oishi he regretted nothing except leaving his daughter behind. Oishi tried to reason with him, insisting he had been manipulated, but Asano accepted his fate with quiet dignity. He asked Mika not to cry and to show weakness before their enemies. After Asano's death, everything changed. The samurai of Ako were stripped of their status and became Ronin, masterless warriors. Their lands were seized, and Kira was given control of the region. Mika, powerless to fight the decision, was told she would marry Kira in 1 year. This marriage would solidify his claim over Ako and erase any remaining influence of Asano's family. Meanwhile, Oishi and the remaining loyal samurai were imprisoned, beaten, and separated. Kai, already wounded, was taken away to be sold into slavery in a distant land. Months passed, and the world grew colder for the people of Ako. But Oishi, driven by loyalty and vengeance, knew they had been wronged. He swore to avenge his lord and reclaim their honor. 1 year remained before Mika's forced marriage, and in that time Oishi planned to gather his scattered comrades, rescue Kai, and confront the dark forces Kira had used to destroy them. It was not just a battle against men, but against powerful magic, illusions, and creatures from forbidden realms. Kai, too, carried secrets from his past, secrets tied to magic, exile, and skills no ordinary man could possess. These secrets would soon become crucial in the struggle to reclaim honor. The path ahead was filled with danger, betrayal, and impossible odds.